Yes. Hello, my fellow brethren. It's about time we end this war, don't you think? So if it gives me an option to what? To not activate the starseed, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm reading. Let me go ahead and activate from the
Critical systems
main command.
offline. Terminal calculation loop.
Abort calculation.
Aborting. Ray, the starseed is fully functional. Well done.
Sid, you're back online.
Why, yes, it appears we are. It feels as if we've been lost in thought. What happened?
I don't have time to explain.
Oh, you don't have time to explain your little tantrum.
And I need your help. I need you to activate the starseed.
Ray, our readings indicate energy signatures far greater.
I know, Sid. And I know the dangers. We don't have time to predict every possible outcome. I'm ready to activate the starseed. Whatever the cost.
Very well, Ray. Beginning starseed activation protocol. Strange. It appears a Void Runner has locked us out of the activation control system. We are unable to proceed.
There has to be another way.
There is a failsafe at the summit of the starseed, which allows for manual override. But Ray, if you reach the top, it is statistically unlikely you will ever come back down.
Sid. Thank you. I don't know what will happen next, but I hope to see you on the other side.
We must fight every circuit in our logic core to say this, but we believe we will see you again.
Good to see Sid's on the same side. Says, I'm a robot.
Engaging starseed maintenance rail. Good luck, Ray.
So I'll see you on the other side. Highly doubtful. All I have to do is upload my memory somewhere else. I'll never see you again. It's finally time. Time to uncover the truth. Ooh, I don't even have to hold LT.
This is it.
And I'm assuming. Okay, so now I got some questions because they said avoid runners prevent. Well, actually, no. It looks like this. Never mind. Let me stop talking.
No, no, no! This can't be.
You see it now, don't you? You finally see the truth.
Truth is what I make it. I can bring them all back.
You sound like me. You always do at the end.
No, I don't want to activate this. I'm trying to figure out what she meant by that, and my only guess is that it was already destroyed, or her trying to reverse it does nothing. Like it. Oh, that's. I don't want to activate it. Whatever. I'm sorry, Echo. I can't. Really, dude? Whatever.
Do not draw this out. Show some mercy.
I'm not trying to, you know? Yeah, my brain. I just tried to combine two words.
I didn't want to hurt you.
If that's true, you would destroy the Starseed. Enough. Don't you get it? We were too late. We've always been too late.
Oh, so that. Oh, and I get it now. Sorta. So the Starseed can only rewind back to a certain time. Like, let's say you got a 10-minute tape, and for some reason your tape can only be rewinded 5 minutes at most. So you never see the beginning part. It only can be rewinded 5 minutes. So Starseed rewinded 5 minutes, and the world immediately explodes. Oh, burning alive and everything. Starseed can only rewind a certain time, and then I guess Echo's a symbolism for that point is the gist, and Echo's like a part of, either a part of Rey or I don't know.
You knew?
Our planet was already lost. But I couldn't face the truth. Thought I could use the Starseed to change what had already come to pass.
So Echo was the first one who tried it. So yeah, planet already immediately blew up. That's what it was. Planet, she rewinded, like I said, 10-minute tape. Planet rewinded 5 minutes because it only can do that. Planet immediately expires the second you rewind it, and they kept trying to fight the universe laws, but she can't do that at the planet. And like, you can't evacuate anybody or anything if it's gonna blow up in like the next 2 minutes.
Who are you?
I'm a relic of the past. And you're the part of me that won't let me forget.
Yeah, so see, we're two parts.
Repeating our mistakes. We are two halves split by the Starseed, eternally tessellating.
But that means...
The Starseed doesn't reverse time. It just repeats it. Over and over, our world is ripped apart. We've never had a choice. The clouds you dance on are the remains of our home.
You couldn't have just told me that at the beginning?
I can't accept that. I'll start over.
Oh my gosh, Rey, calm
There
down.
has to be another way.
There's only one choice left to make. Accept the truth. Destroy the Starseed. Let me go.
Ooh. Die! I'm just kidding. I know what I need to do.
Listen.
Yes, I did. You're welcome.
Why this time?
I got enough context.
It's killing you.
It is fine. Let me go. For the universe. For all.
For once, I can't see past this moment.
I see it now. There's no saving them. All I did was prolong their suffering. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I knew it. Then the remnants were the people mutating. But what's going on here?
Pain is gone. I feel like I can breathe again.
So the echo part came back, right? And I'm gonna be stuck fighting the other half, the half that refuses. That's what it feels like. Okay, I can time swing. Can I keep doing? No, I got a timer. Look how high I can jump. I think I can jump higher than before. Let me see. Okay, no, never mind. Still the same height. How we doing, Sid? What's going on?
Sid?
It's... How are you? Oh, we knew we would see you again. But something is different. Your presence is activating long dormant memory cells.
Sid? You see me? It's been so... How long has it been? I wasn't sure I still existed. I never thought I'd talk to you again.
We are remembering everything. Our arrival, the deaths of the Void Runners, the end of our planet. So much has been lost. And yet, we are still here. We believe we missed you.
I missed you too, Sid.
Even still, you are not complete. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. The Ray personality has completely lost herself, while I saved the Echo side of the personality. So the Echo side of the personality is essentially whole again, to some degree. Not completely. I gotta go beat the crap out of the Ray personality, but essentially they tried reversing time, like around the part where I actually started chiming back in again, when I was having actual, story chats with Echo, and then I paid attention to the lava zone. And I don't know what it was with the lava zone, but I figured might as well, pay more attention to the Void Runner caches, because that's the story parts.
We destroyed the Starseed.
Let me get through this
It's
first.
not over yet, is it?
You'd better go see for yourself.
This. Don't worry, Ray. I'll put you down. Ooh.
She broke the cycle, but she still became a monster. Just like every time before.
She ended the Starseed cycle, so you might have the chance to end another. She's still part of you, isn't she?
Now this is going to be fun.
I
Let's
spent
dance.
lifetimes watching her become a twisted and cruel monster. Clutching at her version of the truth.
She didn't know, but she does now.
Doesn't matter anymore. I have to end this.
Does she need to be destroyed? Perhaps
Oh my
there's
God.
another way.
Maybe, I don't know. Alright, unless you have a clear-cut instruction, such as press X to spare and press Y to kill, I probably ain't gonna do it right.
Look at her. What do you see?
I see something on her leg, something
She's
dark.
angrier at herself than anything else. Her hate, her sorrow, my guilt. I see myself. We're the same, but she's beyond saving.
You were two once.
I don't have a choice. I need to put her out of her misery.
Why put someone out of their misery when you can pull them out?
Get over!
Whoa, what are you doing? Whatever. Let's dance. And yes, I know I said it twice. 'Cause, 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 'cause Can you work with me, camera? I don't like that. The camera's down. Why is the camera actively fighting me? Just let me do my thing. So this fight is a little bit scuffed. Only because the camera keeps fighting me. Like I can't actively turn around like I used to. How? I think that was a dark, well, not a dark, I think that was a RB, maybe. I didn't get time to see it. That was an RB. God. So I can activate time slip for that part. And I need to turn up my focus, otherwise I'm gonna be here for the next year. Go ahead, Ray. Do one more. I got you this time. I keep forgetting there's an RB there. It's either I forget it's there or at the other one. Go ahead, slam down again. I made a bad move. Very bad move. The only challenging part about this is actually reaching the stuff in time. I don't gotta dodge anything.
Be right about this, Sid. Why, but you helped me. I know you're still in there.
Come on, one more.
change the past.
You gonna say something like, but we can't change the future?
We have to pick up the pieces and fix what's left.
Okay, well, you know, close enough.
The truth is a heavy burden, but we can carry it together.
It's on challenging, by the way.
Ray? 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 You've managed to end the cycle. Time moves on. The Ultra Void is stable now.
But there's so much work to be done. So much to rebuild.
Our heart aches for the loss of those we all cared for. And the home none of us can return to. But what's left here is not without potential. This could be a place to start something new. Are you all right, Ray?
I think I will be.
Yes. So, hopefully it lets me go back and do the other part too. But anywho, discussion, so I can get this out the way. A lot of, as we say, telling, not showing. Like, I would have been fine being told and told stuff while I was like talking to Echo, because those are the parts I was interested in, yeah, because it's like, oh hey, I'm at this mysterious lady again, what is she going to say? Not what you call log 421. Today I decided to eat rat feces. It did not turn out well. Like it got annoying having to essentially go around fight the Void Runner caches in order to at least get some idea of what was going on, as opposed to, you know, the regular citizens do their side quests and stuff and go to them and go, oh hey, what are you doing? I lost them. And they just keep saying it over and over again because they don't know what's going on. They just keep repeating the same broken phrase, or the slug man, I lost my team, I need help finding them. You got a giant ship, park that hoe and go see. You know. But anywho, what else? Oh wow, those are short credits. Those are very short credits. Okay, never mind. I thought the credits were over.
Darb? Is that you?
Oh yeah, old man with the dog. Well, yeah, old man with the dog died, and then it was assumed Darb was dead. That's why that popped up, because a lot of people would naturally assume, oh hey, she said, oh I sure hope you're alright, Darb, and it hinted like Darb may or may not be dead. Oh no. It was a good game. The first, there's 3 enemies that were very similar. Jesus, brain, come on, man. There are 3 enemies that are very similar. two were worms at the first, like at the start, and then at the second area, and then the third one was Skybird. Two were night people, one was a beetle. And around like the night guy, I pretty much got an inkling that, oh hey, these people are actually my people or whatever, and I'm like fighting them because they got corrupted, right? And it's like, I think it's a case of some of them got corrupted because they found out the truth, like Ray. Like they essentially think, I know it's a crappy comparison. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to use a comparison because most people won't know what I'm talking about if I try and use it. But it's think that they got to keep their emotions in line. And then if they tilt over the edge, they just lose control of themselves. One of those. Alright. It's one of those, right? Load back in. Can I fight my other half?
Is there something we can do to help?
I found another void-bound verse.
Oh, our memories are He got quite frustrated, as it is fun. Perhaps it...
No, Sid.
Oh, why are we...
That means we will think, Sid.
Yeah, stop talking to
Bye,
Sid.
Sid.
Can I go up here? I can. So, but a couple other things before I go back up and fight again. Voice acting, it was good for the most part. The only one who sounded out of place was, as you can expect, Ray, the main character, because there were certain situations where it required more emotion, and her saying, "Oh, come on, I can do this all day," like that, instead of out of wind or something like that. I gotta be like in the moment to do that in order to properly convey it. And then it's like, oh, is that all you got? Nobody says, is that all you got? Casually. They say, oh, come on, is that all you got? They're in a fight. You got the energy, adrenaline, blood pumping, stuff like that. You see what I mean, right? And the reason why I kept saying, oh, hey, challenging, by the way, because it, ironically enough, the only, even though it's challenging, I would say, for me, I don't know how other people view it, but for me, it was a piece of cake. The only difficult part was actually remembering, well, not even that. It was just reaching it in time, because I remembered it pretty well. It was just reaching it in order to reach the points to bounce off of and so forth. Everything else was pretty cool. The art style's great. I actually like it. The music, though, Jesus, the choice in boss music, they did not put any thought into that. A couple of bosses were good, like the bird boss, that was good. Beetle was okay. The first two, god awful in my opinion. And that night guy, I barely even heard it. Like, I was playing and then I'm like, it just felt like the regular like Subworld music that was there. Void Runner, finding the Void Runner caches and stuff at the beginning, they actually hid them. Like it was like, oh wow, I didn't know it was over here. Once you got to the second area, they just gave up. They just threw them everywhere. Oh, they need to know what's going on in the world, don't they? Like, yeah, okay, then just throw them. just throw them out, one out, just like that. Oh boy. Well, Echo, it's time I end you. I didn't really feel any like high stakes moments. Like, I wasn't on the edge of my seat trying to complete something, getting mad, going, oh no, I lost again! Nothing like that, As opposed to any of my other series. Like, you can say something like, for example, my Rain World series, because that one, that left like my most recent impression on me. At least a more traumatic expression, you could say. But for Rain World, what traumatized me was the unfortunate circumstance. That area, when you go into Mr. Five Pebbles, going over to him, It is a nightmare trying to get through that. And then I get told, oh hey, there's another route. You don't have to go through that. Well then, I guess I'm plumb out of luck because I already went there and I already spent 6 hours trying to get through it. You can't tell. There's a little bit of anger mixed into there. But it's one of those, like, when Ray had Sid to bounce stuff off of, like when the voice actor for Ray was actually talking to people, you could, like, she actually had emotion into it, because I get it's one of those, like I said before, you have somebody there, so you have an actual, like, perspective, so to speak, as opposed to, like, you're talking to somebody and you're going to actively trying to convey an emotion. If you're just sitting there looking at the wall and going, oh, don't worry, I'll kill you one day, then that's no, like, you're looking at the wall, but you're not imagining that something's there. With me, I have a very active emotion, not emotion. I have a very active imagination, so I can easily imagine something in front of me, right? And then it's gonna go, oh, you want to bring, and go, oh, you want to fight me? Then bring it on, something like that, right? You hear the difference between my bring it on and then Ray's bring it on. Ray's could have used a little bit of work. Mine's is like, might be over the top, but at the same time you can tell, oh hey, he's getting serious, he's getting heated in the moment, right? Ray, but near the end though, she made up for it, where she's like, no, I messed everything up. Like, yeah, you did. Now I gotta go kill Echo, unfortunately. What's going on?
No.
Oh, but instead of counting it as like a tape that can't be rewinded, now you can count it. I think you can technically count it as well,
This can't be.
the world's already destroyed, so it's essentially time itself doesn't want to be reversed, so it's forcing the world's destruction. Even though we rewinded it, like, let's say the Starseed works, right? And the Starseed works in theory, so we rewinded it. Come on, brain. Yeah, we hit that backtrack, and then as a result, the world said no, and then the world tries to fight against it. But because of how powerful the Starseed is, the Starseed keeps trying to do it, which creates a kink, a bump in the road, essentially, or a kink in a hose, where it's like everything hits a stopgap, and then this is where we at, and this is where we're at now. So you can take my first definition when I fought Ray, or you can take this second one where I'm fighting Echo.
You sound like me.
Yeah, cool.
You always do. Do not draw this out. Show some mercy.
I didn't want to hurt you.
Enough. Don't you get it? We were too late. We've always been. Our planet was.
Who?
I'm a relic. We are too.
That.
The Starseed doesn't reverse time.
Hey, yeah.
It just
Oh,
repeats
yeah.
it. Over and over, our world is ripped apart.
That still technically reverses time. It's just reversing to a point that it's gonna happen again.
We've never had a choice. The cloud.
I can't accept this.
There's only one choice left to make.
I know exactly what choice. I'm sorry.
We're not in control here.
Forgive me, but I have to see the other route.
Keep pushing. You will see. Around we go. I'll see you very soon, little one.
But now it's
Is
understandable.
it over?
Is she gonna die?
Goodbye, Ray. All that will be left of you.
Okay, so this time I'm not consumed. What's wrong with you? Why am I T-posing? I didn't have my arms out, but still, my character model sort of freaked out there. So does this completely restart the game? Sure hope not. Please tell me it doesn't. I'd like to keep this save data, thank you very much. It does. Nope. Worm thing comes out, and then she doesn't know. Oh, okay. So that just basically shows you and confirms that a loop is there, where it's just constantly looping back and forth. Because the way I see it, they were trying to use the Starseed to reverse the planet's time to a point where it's like in pristine condition. But when Echo said it repeats it, essentially what the Starseed did was, like I said before, 10-minute tape, only can rewind 5 minutes. Well, go back 5 minutes. Oh, guess what? World's getting destroyed, people are burning. That's too bad. My bad, I messed up. And it took that little, world's in destruction route, right? And then essentially, now I see why Echo kept crushing me, because essentially each loop I kept killing Echo, and Echo gets reborn again because she's part of me. Well, she's part of Ray. So Echo and Ray are like basically the whole yin and yang thing. I'm light and you're dark, and blah blah blah. And every time she tried to talk some sense into her other self, aka Ray, kept denying it, saying, "No, I can save them. They're my friends." Yeah, you just killed a bunch of your friends. So you see, comparing apples to oranges here. But it's a good game. I only started paying attention, really started paying attention to the story only around the Echo parts. I didn't really care about the Void Runner caches. I was just like, oh, hey, they're getting Void Runner caches can be summed up as there's more to the story than what you think. It essentially is that. And it's like, oh, hey, elders or higher ups said protect the Starseed, build it, and then somebody else go. Holy crap. That makes so much sense. So Starseed is built, right? And then higher ups keep saying, oh no, we need to keep the Starseed and use it and blah 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 blah. All that other stuff. World gets destroyed. The higher ups wants to keep repeating it because they'll be darned if they die. And something like that. I don't know. Something like that. And then like the people, one of the Void Runners that turned on us was like, hey, I'm trying to fix this, and I'm trying to, destroy it, because I know, like, in one of the caches, he was like, oh, hey, he betrayed us because he started speaking these words and deactivating the Starseed and something like that. We had to take him out. Whoa, what is mutiny I'm hearing? Yeah. Whatever. It's a decent game. Nothing to write home about it, but it's, the camera movement is a lot more under control when you think about it. Like the camera movement is very much under control. So, because I actually want to hear the world music while I sit here and vibe and tell you about the other stuff. But yeah. The music's over here. Let me go over here. This music's actually pretty good. But what is it? It's a decent game. the camera actually, it gave me a lot of room to work with. That final boss fight against Rado, that camera fought the fought the bejesus out of me. Like, I could not turn around. I tried climbing up Ray. I could not even turn the camera angle in order to climb up her properly. That's why I kept failing most of all. Because I was usually, whenever I play this, the way I set up the camera is I'm always like leaning towards the right side. I don't know what it is. It might be me being right-handed or some other stuff.
This is it.
But I would always like lean the camera towards the right and then, like, you know, occasionally flick it left. But when I start playing it and I fight against Ray, it kept, like, it was basically locked in center frame. I couldn't like lean towards my natural direction. Because usually whenever I play video games, I tend to react to my, and because I'm, let's try and explain how I play games. But because I'm right-handed, right? Naturally, you react to stuff better on your right side compared to your left, because that's your, you know, dominant side. So you're gonna, you know how to judge the distance on right a lot better than left. When it kept it center frame, I can't judge the distance because it's either center frame or it's leaning left. When it's leaning left, I don't know how far left is gonna lean. When right, if I see something moving a certain speed, I can get a general picture. Left, if it's moving a certain speed, I still get a general picture, but it's still like, it's a little bit off compared to what it would be on my right side, right? And in terms of combat like this where you're dashing up and time matters, that's practically fatal, and because of the timer. Everything else though was nice. The enemies were more annoying than anything. Like, they gave me a whole bunch of suits that I never used. I just used the time slip suit because that's the one I needed the most. Everything else was like, oh, increase attack damage. For what? It take me like 6 hits to get rid of them. Why would I need, like, I'm just, and then she does a 3-hit combo. Does she do a 3-hit combo? Yeah, 3-hit combo. She does a 3-hit combo. It won't matter. It won't matter at all. I just do this. And then call it, yeah, do the 3-hit, call it a day. Because my next 3-hit is going to immediately get rid of them. But I'm trying to sum up the game in easy to understand terms. Should you get the game? Yes, you should. It's an old game though. It's last year, 2021. It's on, so it's in the Epic store. Epic Games, that dumpster fire. I know, right? Cause I got it when it had a little deal going on. But it's in there, chilling. What else? So that, and it's a PlayStation game too. It's coming to Steam soon, along with another one. I think it's coming to Xbox, or yeah, because PlayStation likes holding exclusives, and then, you know, that's ironically enough that, so this is me in my console sense. I'm an Xbox guy. You want to know why I'm an Xbox guy? Because I don't like hooking up to the Ethernet with my modem in order to play a game and not lag. I want to be able to go somewhere else, preferably away from my family. You know, mom, brother, sister, whatever, right? Because I refuse to play a game around them, try to enjoy myself, let a little bit of gamer talk slip out, and then immediately get chewed out for it or something like that, you know? That was like back in like my middle school, high school days, right? And the only thing that I really hate about PlayStation, besides it being like, not PlayStation, Xbox, besides it being like, you know, really slow, it's on some occasions, you know, if you have like an old model. Like, I call mine Big Bertha because of how old it is. You know, give it one of those classy old names, right? But I call mine Big Bertha because, one, I'll be playing a game, right? Online, chilling, in the middle of online match, update comes up. would you like to skip it and stay offline, or would you like to update now? You're not giving me much of a choice now, are we? I would love to skip this update if I could stay online, and then I'll do it afterwards. But would you like to skip and stay offline, or would you like to do it now? Like they pretty much hold you hostage in that situation, right? And then on top of that, they have so many updates that they do it, and I honestly, to God, don't know what it's for. Like, they'll say, oh, we got a quick 489 megabyte update. And like, okay, 489 megabyte. My internet's crappy. All right, so let's get that out the way first. My internet's pretty doo-doo. And 489 megabytes essentially means 10 minutes, because I'm doing Wi-Fi, right? So my little download speed via Wi-Fi isn't exactly the greatest. And so you got 10 minutes, 5 of it's just finishing the install part, right? And then the other 5 is, I want to verify, and I want to complete the verification and restart your Xbox. PlayStation, the only downside I have with that is, yeah, sure, my updates take a little bit on Xbox, but it does not compare to the god-awful download speed on PlayStation. Holy shit. Maybe somebody has something different, but it takes me a year to install an update, a game, or anything. Yeah, via Wi-Fi, right? No, not Wi-Fi, via Ethernet on PlayStation. That is too, because I actually, so I went to my sister's house one time, and she had a PlayStation, right? I tried downloading Smite on that. And she takes pride in good internet because you know, she has a PlayStation. She wants to actually play the game and relax. You know what most gamers do, despite the fact that she only plays stuff like in Pac-Man or, you know, minor obscure titles and stuff like that. Like you know, you won't catch her playing anything else besides, you know, like I said, Pac-Man, and then you have the obscure titles, and then you have things like Call of Duty, where she likes playing zombies, right? And trust me, lagging the zombies, not fun. Because once you get to like round 10 or in 10ish, like 2 hits to take you down, I don't know, it's been a while. But yeah, let me stop rambling on. That's besides the point. Game good, camera angle, a lot of control in it. Makes you truly feel free. Feels like the movement feels like Sunset Overdrive, where you can like casually jump from rail to rail, grinding, stuff like that, right? Story, I would prefer to be showed more, but it's like, I'll pay attention to the tell part. Like, if you want to tell your story, that's fine if you tell it, but shorten it. Don't give me whole in essays. All right, because put it this way, gamers and people in general, but mainly gamers. Well, okay, let me rephrase that, because I see the flaw in my argument. But so let's put it this way: I'm fine with being told things. Gamers can do something tedious, like, let's say, oh, collect 500 of these. They'll do it. If they know there's a reward at the end of the road, they'll gladly do it. Just to see what it is. Some people even some degenerates go to Hollow Knight and they do Path of Pain mods. Like, that's how serious, that's how dedicated people are to video games whenever they find something they like. Where they like, oh, you know what's great? Path of Pain in reverse, and then once you finish that reverse route, you got to go back through, no checkpoint. You got to do it completely in one rush. You mess up, you got to go all the way back. Like, what the f is wrong with you? Or they add like, oh, Path of Pain, and they throw in like, oh, you know what's crazy, man? Throwing a couple aspids in there, like just following you for no reason while you trying to bounce and do your Path of Pain stuff. So you got to dodge their bullet fire while you're doing it. You know, stuff like that. Like, we'll handle tedious things. We like being told stories. What we don't like is having to read everything involved in the story instead of being shown parts of, like, instead of being shown the story. Like, it's okay to have a lot of tell, so long as you have a decent amount of show to make up for it. This had a little bit of show and then a whole bunch of tell. Where it's like, I don't want to do like on a scale of 0 out of 100 because then I'll mess it up somehow. But yeah, lovely game. It's a fun game. But even then, like when I put on challenging, it wasn't that hard. It really wasn't. The only difficult part was, like I said, just getting up there and reaching it in time. That's it. Other than that, though, the world was actually nice. I wanted to explore it for a total of like, I'd say, the zones were. Ooh, can I jump off of this? I'll do that. I'll jump off and end it. But the world was nice. The best around like this area, the desert area, and where's the lava area at? Well, desert area and lava area, those two areas, that's where the game started having some performance issues for me, right? And my PC, it isn't the greatest, but I can still run Ark fairly well on the highest graphic setting, that little epic quality or whatever bull Ark has. And Ark is a nightmare of a game to run at the highest quality. But around here, the desert area and lava area, because of how big those areas were, I feel like it wasn't like properly optimized. But at the same time, it was enough to where it didn't really bother you, but at the same time you could notice it a little bit. So I give them props for that, where it's like it didn't really bother me, but at the same time it's like I see it. I see it. Alright. Well then, same as always, folks. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, I can't even. Wow. Oh, that's awkward. I can't even jump off. Can I hop on the rail back down? Oh, you bum. I was gonna do a cool outro. Whatever. I'll catch you guys later. Look at this. The art, though. The art, color style, everything. Nice design, man. Nice design. Shall catch you guys in the next series.